So we get this rumor last night from
I'll pull it
reporter
up
Rohan
while you're.
Goswami. He works for Semaphore, and we're going to get into those details in a second here. But the rumor I'm just going to give to you, it's an exclusive from Semaphore. It says Union Pacific has hired bankers for a possible railroad bid. And then when we jump into here, I'll just read from it from Semaphore. Its target could not be learned. So talking about Union Pacific, but Union Pacific CEO Jim Vena has talked publicly about the virtues of a transcontinental railroad, which would mean combining his Western network with one of two East Coast carriers. So good work here just figuring that part out. So he's saying two East Coast carriers, CSX
There you go.
or
Yep.
Norfolk Southern. Either deal, should Union Pacific move ahead, would be large. CSX is valued at $62 billion, Norfolk Southern valued at $58 billion. And this would create the country's first coast-to-coast carrier. So if they are interested in going full coast to coast, then they're probably going to look at these two East Coast carriers, CSX and NSC. CSX is trading up $1.73. NSC is also trading up 4.77%. We also have Bank of America adding color here too this morning. So Bank of America upgrades CSX, which I will go read from the note here right now. They also raise their price target on NSC, and they're taking note of this article because in the commentary, they say we upgrade CSX to buy and increase our POs for CSX and NSC, given increased potential for M&A discussions to drive valuation interest in U.S. railroads higher. So they are obviously looking at this as a legitimate source. So that gives credibility to Rohan and to Semaphore, which isn't widely followed. But when you got Bank of America looking at it and saying, hey, this is, and they're writing a note about it, this isn't just a passing rumor here. They're giving this person credibility. So Rohan's background here, Brentster?
I think he was a Bloomberg reporter at one point, and then the Semaphore, they are relatively new. They're around since 2022. And I believe that the person that founded Semaphore came from BuzzFeed and was like maybe a partial founder in BuzzFeed. So the people behind this paper that we don't know and maybe we should have known, but maybe we'll know now, their background seems good. This isn't just like out of nowhere. And just a little bit on the reporting of this, that's where my background is, actually putting some of this stuff together. I've seen this from the other side. And so, like I'm sharing my screen here, and on screen I have highlighted here the basis of this reporting. And the basis of this reporting is that a railroad company is working with investment bankers at Morgan Stanley to explore an acquisition of a rival. I bet where this rumor came from was a banker, maybe a banker at Morgan Stanley let something slip to this reporter here. And now in the second paragraph, like you're smartly pointing out, Dennis, they're making some like logistical sense of this. Like, okay, well, we heard this. Could this actually make sense practically? Yes, it could actually make sense practically because they want to link the West Coast and the East Coast, and these two other names, CSX and Norfolk Southern, are East Coast. So logistically, practically, this could make sense. This is how a lot of reporting happens. You hear a little something, you pull the thread, you get to the end of the thread, and you go, well, could this actually make sense? Let's see if we can like work through it. And I think, Semaphore did a good job here with this.
And again, they're not on the radar right now, not a lot of followers. But if they hit a rumor like this, they will get a lot of followers in a hurry. So, so it'll be interesting to see if this actually materializes into something. And you've done statistics on this stuff before. It's not like every rumor materializes. You said, who's the best? And like, we don't have to have the numbers, but it's like way under 50%. So people, so media who's breaking rumors we're talking about.
Dow Jones, WSJ, this was a few years ago. I haven't looked in a few years, but like 5 years ago, WSJ, Wall Street Journal, they were like, a quarter of their rumors would be correct. They were kind of the best. And it goes down from
like
there.
Hitting at 25-30% is a huge hit rate. It's like baseball almost, because you're breaking rumors and then they materialize into something. So most of these rumors do not materialize, but some do. So, interesting. We'll watch this story to see if this materializes. And obviously, if it does, I would imagine that Rohan and Semaphore are going to get a lot more followers in a hurry.
It's hard to do. It's hard to do technicals.
It is.
So I'm not going to do technicals. The first thing that comes to my mind is antitrust. Like whoever's left out of this little love triangle here, they're going to
be pleased.
Is not going to be pleased.
Good
and
point.
They're lobbyists right now. I mean, they're this is a battle. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but they're both up similar in percentages. But you have 3 railroads and you're going to let 2 combined. I'd be skeptical. I would be very skeptical of this. Not buying any stock off this, not selling any stock off this.
You think
These
it'd have
stocks
trouble
are
getting
just,
through?
these stocks are just, I mean, they've done okay. I mean, I'm looking at the NSC up here. It's, kind of near an all-time high. I don't know where AI and train and railroads is. So I'm just looking at that way. CSX, I mean, their charts are okay. I mean, they're certainly not the performers. So that's the way I look at it. Let's see where, wonder if Bank America is the banker on this. Wink, wink. So we'll see how it transpires. But to me, UNP getting hit a little bit. That's what usually happens on the acquirer. It actually got hit the last couple days in a flat market. So let's see how this story unfolds. Perhaps we have an excellent news source here, and it's going to take a while. Look how long the whole X thing got. I mean, that was different. That was a Japanese company buying a U.S. company. But to me,
it's a good point that there could be antitrust issues here.
Yeah. Yep.